How's it going, everyone? We have another top 30 visit for the Packers, and this one's going to be a defensive lineman in Elijah Roberts out of SMU. So Elijah Roberts is listed as the 21st best ranked defensive lineman in this year's draft on the consensus draft board and ranked 141 overall out of all the players. Now, depending on where you're looking, he kind of differs. He's either an inside defensive lineman, and then on NFL.com, they kind of have him listed as an edge rusher. So, depending on where you're looking at it, he is the 21st best defensive lineman in this year's draft, or the 22nd best edge rusher in this year's draft, depending on which position you want to look at. But either way, he's right there at the 21-22 range. For his RAS score as a defensive end, they have him at an 8.06 RAS score, so a pretty high RAS score. Comes in at a height of 6'3" and weighs 285 pounds, so a pretty good build. Vertical jump of 31.5 inches and a broad jump of 9 feet and 8 inches. Ran the 40-yard dash at 4.78 seconds, so not really a super fast time. He was actually the second slowest time out of all the edge rushers that ran a 40-yard time at the combine at 4.78, the slowest being 4.88. And of course, if you were to look at the defensive tackles, he actually ran the fastest 40-yard time at a defensive tackle. So once again, depending on where you're looking at him. And the reason I kind of keep switching back and forth is because he can kind of play anywhere on the line. He can play outside. He was mainly an edge rusher, but he can also kick inside, and that's he's got a bit of versatility to him. Now, moving along to his stats in his collegiate career, he spent 5 years at the collegiate level. First 3 years was at Miami in Florida, not Miami, Ohio. Then he transferred out of Miami, and due to he was searching for more playing time. Didn't really get much playing time at Miami. Transferred to SMU and then played 2 years at SMU. So for his first 3 years at Miami, played in 20 games, had 21 total tackles, 2 tackles for loss, and half a sack, and that's all. Went to SMU. In his first year at SMU, played in 14 games, got a lot of snaps, and dominated. 37 total tackles, 13 tackles for loss, and 10 sacks. And then in his final year, played in 13 games, 35 total tackles, 11 tackles for loss, and 7.5 sacks. So definitely an uptick in playing time and stats for him at SMU. Moving on to the PFF side, if we're just looking at his SMU grades pretty much, in his final 2 years, definitely dominated in the grade department as well. Defensive grade in his first year at SMU, 91.3. Run defensive grade, 79.5. Tackling grade of 67.6. And a pass rush grade of 91.6. Then in his final year, once again, 91.1 defensive grade, 81.3 run defensive grade, 49.4 tackling grade. His tackling is an issue. And had a pass rush grade of 90.7. And as I bring up, his tackling was an issue. In his first year, he missed 6 total tackles for an 18.2 missed tackle percentage. And in his final year, 8 tackles missed for a 24.2 missed tackle percentage. And he kind of has a problem with the arm tackling sense. And even though he had a tackling problem on the positive side, for his pass rush win rate was at a 22.5%. So a very good high elite number for an edge rusher. Now, what are some of the pros for him? He has solid size for an odd front defensive end with solid length. Sets up his pass rush moves well by stemming outside to win with an inside move or vice versa. Active hands as a pass rusher and has shown the ability to defeat the man. Also has good cross chop and swim moves that he can win with. Good pass rush motor to get coverage sacks. Takes on blocks with a wide base and good knee bend against the run. Solid upper body strength and arm length allow him to get the extension on blocks and shed. Has also occasionally shown the ability to escape blocks with a swim move. Now, as for some of the cons for him, not athletic and twitchy enough to line up on the edge in the NFL, where he primarily played in college. Lacks explosion, initial bursts off the line of scrimmage, impacting the effectiveness of his bull rush as a primary move from tighter alignments. Has some stiffness in his hips, making it difficult to clear his lower half to get clean wins with finesse moves. Poor bend, struggles to corner at the top of the rush and will get pushed by the quarterback when they step up in the pocket. Primarily used as a 2-point stance in college, could struggle to get his hands up quickly when playing with his hand in the ground. and unproven as a 4 technique especially against the run. And so currently he's projected to be a day 3 pick, most likely kind of going or falling into the 5th round. So he's not really a super high day 1, day 2 pick. If he was a day 1, day 2 pick, definitely would probably pass. But at a day 5, I could see how there could be some interest in this. Could be a position where the Packers do double dip. Gutekunst has said he's going to try to. You can't have too many pass rushers. He's a pretty good productive pass rusher at SMU. Definitely took a long road to get there and has the drive and doesn't seem to want to quit at all. So he definitely has a high motor. He's, like I said, he's taken a long road and pretty much has been an underdog for most of his life. But currently, he is a developmental prospect in this draft. If we did go for him, I could see how he could fit with the Packers. He's got flexibility to be on the outside or inside. And it's going to be interesting considering we play a 4-3, so his hand will be in the ground. And he kind of struggles with that. He's more of a standing up type of pass rusher. So depending on what Jeff Hafley, if we went to go with him, what they designed for him would be a little bit interesting. But he would add flexibility and some rotation. And, well, he produced like crazy over there at SMU. And I kind of forgot to put this on the PFF grade. It kind of just came back to my brain. He had 71 total pressures in his first year at SMU and 60 total pressures in his final year. He had 47 hurries and 45 hurries in the 2 years over there at SMU. He was definitely pressuring the quarterback. So he brought a lot of pressure against the quarterback. So it's something we definitely need on this defensive line. He's not a top pick. We have a bit of draft picks. It could be an interesting flyer depending on where we go with this draft, to pick up a high productive player to try to help this pass rush, because it's been non-existent, especially in big games where we definitely needed a pass rush. But let me know what you think down in the comments. If you liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and as always, go Pack Go.